Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today's video is going to be my haul for the month of May, probably a little bit from the end of April as well that I may have forgotten about in the last haul video. There's not as much as there was previous months. I haven't really bought anything in the last week or so, last 2 weeks even. Because it was my birthday, I was waiting for money, and now I mainly did just get money. I only got one 4K. Most of my money's gone into savings for my holiday at the end of next month. So yeah, it's a mix of new releases, a few new releases, not loads, some back catalogue Blu-rays, some 4Ks, and a specific television series that I've got in the collection, again, just on Blu-ray now. So yeah, I will just get straight into it. I will start with the DVDs, then I'll go on to the 4Ks, and then I shall do the Blu-rays. So first off, let's start with the DVDs, and we shall start with I bought these in my local charity shop. I have a big warehouse type charity shop down the road from me, and they sell everything cheap. All their DVDs, they really only just do DVDs. Very, very rare that they do sell any Blu-rays. But all of their DVDs are 5 for £1. So I've got 4 here to show. The other one I've already put away, and it's a bit awkward to get out. But that film is Gifted with Chris Evans, which I'm happy to have. It was in immaculate condition, and it's a really good film. It's not on Blu-ray here, so I'm happy to have that in the collection. But I'll show you these ones now. So first off, we have The Shootist, which is a John Wayne film. Also stars Lauren Bacall, very young Ron Howard, James Stewart, John Carradine, and from the looks of it, it's probably one of John Wayne's final films, definitely later in his career. It's 1976. I think he died very early 80s, so yeah, this is one of his very late films. But I've not seen any John Wayne films. I have got The Searchers, but I think that is the only other John Wayne film I have in the collection. So I'm interested in seeing what his films are like. So next up we have Gallipoli, starring Mel Gibson. I like Mel Gibson. He may not be a very nice person, but I do like his films. And this is based on a true story, and I really enjoy true stories. It's from the director of Witness with Harrison Ford, which I think is a brilliant film, and The Truman Show, which is one of my favourite films. And I just like these types of films. It looked interesting to me, so I thought I'd pick it up. And then we have Casanova, starring the late Heath Ledger. Also stars Sienna Miller and Jeremy Irons, from the director of Chocolat, Lasse Hallström. Yeah, just looked interesting. It says, in the style of Shakespeare in Love comes the deliciously rousing romantic comedy Casanova. So might be an interesting watch. And then one that I've been told to watch for a long time, that my mum, I believe she used to have, but she doesn't have it anymore, but I thought I'd get it because the disc was in great condition. It's one I wanted to watch for a long time, and that is St Elmo's Fire, which is the original Brat Pack film, as it says on the back. Yeah, as I say, apparently it's a classic, and I've not seen it, so I want to change that and watch it. So those are DVDs. Now onto the 4Ks. I shall start with the only new release 4K that I got this month, and that is Beverly Hills Cop 2. I had to get this. The first one was one of the first 4Ks I got in the 4K collection when I started collecting 4Ks. No brainer to get this one. £20, maybe £15 is better because it does only come with the 4K. But I'm still very happy to have this. Just waiting for the third one on 4K now. Hopefully maybe next year, because then I can rewatch them all in 4K. So yeah, that is Beverly Hills Cop 2. Next one I got was Die Hard, an upgrade. Obviously I had it on Blu-ray, but I thought it was definitely one that deserved an upgrade. I ordered it from CEX online. I took the risk, paid off. I mean, it could have come with a slipcover, but it didn't. But I'm happy with the condition it's in. It's not in bad condition at all. It's not got cover reprinted. So I'm just happy that I've got it, and it was only £8. £2 postage makes it £10. Bargain really. and it's definitely a film that I want to watch again soon, because I've only actually ever seen it once, and it is a great action film, one of the best action films ever. So yeah, very happy to have Die Hard on 4K. And then I think I want to say 3 weeks ago, start of the month, I went into town and I went into HMV and I was looking at the 2 for 30. Most of the ones in the 2 for 30, sorry, I already had. They were ones that I had got like when they came out last year or whatever, but I wanted new release 4Ks, as new as I could. And these two came out around the same time in October last year, maybe even the same week. One I've seen, one I haven't seen, but I've heard only good things about. So the one I haven't seen is Carlito's Way with Al Pacino and Sean Penn, directed by Brian De Palma. If it's anything like Scarface, I'm sure I'm going to really enjoy this. Yeah, it looks like my type of film. It looks really good. It's a 90s film, and I'm a fan of 90s films. So yeah, look forward to checking that one out. And then I also got a Tarantino film. Obviously, I've already got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on 4K. This is the only other one of his films so far that has been released on 4K, and that is Inglourious Basterds, one of his best. It's either third or fourth favourite, I think, of his films. It may even be the first film that I saw of his. I think it was actually. Just trying to think off the top of my head, but yes, I think this was the first of his films I watched. Just a great film, great war film. Brad Pitt's great in it, Christoph Waltz is great in it. Definitely recommend that one. And then, as I said, I only got one 4K for my birthday. I didn't ask for anything, I just wanted money to go into savings. But I was talking about this, talking about how much I had it on Blu-ray, and how good the 4K quality was, and my mum listened, so my mum and stepdad bought me Joker on 4K. Not got slipcover, but I'm not bothered because I have racks, as I probably mentioned, and they damaged the slipcovers. My slipcover for the Suicide Squad is quite damaged, and it really annoys me. I know I could just not put them in the racks, but they have to be in order for my OCD, and there's nowhere else for them to go at the moment, so I am really looking for like a bookcase just to put there so I can put all my 4Ks in there. But yeah, anyway, I'm happy to have Joker so I can watch it again very soon. Right, I shall now go on to the Blu-rays. I'll start with the back catalogue ones. By back catalogue, I mean older ones. Yeah, I'll do these ones because these are definitely... So we have 5 Spielberg films, of which I've seen all but one. I'll show you the one I haven't seen first. That is Always, with Richard Dreyfuss, John Goodman and Holly Hunter. It's one of the only Spielberg films I haven't seen, I think. I think it's one that's not many people talk about. It looks like my sort of film. I don't know whether it will be. I think this was Audrey Hepburn's last film as well. It just looks like a nice film. I think it's out of print because it was quite expensive. This was one I ordered on CEX online. But yes, one that I am going to watch soon because it does interest me. And then we have The Colour Purple. Again, I ordered it on CEX online, and it came with a slipcover, which I was not expecting. Didn't even know it had a slipcover. I hadn't watched this. As soon as it came, I watched it. This is now one of my favourite Spielberg films. It is an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, I can only encourage you to go and watch it. It's just a fantastic film. Whoopi Goldberg is just amazing in this film. Oprah's really good in this film as well. Highly recommend this. As I say, it is one of Steven Spielberg's best films, I think. And yeah, of his films from the 80s, one of the most underrated, although he did have a lot of great 80s films. So yeah, but that is The Colour Purple. And then we have 2 newer ones. We have Bridge of Spies with Tom Hanks and Mark Rylance. Really like this one. I'd probably say of his films from the last 10 years, this is in top 3 for me. Really like this, really gripping Cold War thriller. Tom Hanks is great in this. Mark Rylance is fantastic in this. So yeah, one that I definitely wanted to add to the collection. And another, the newer one, which isn't great, but it was okay. The BFG, again with Mark Rylance. I liked it. I didn't love it. You can't beat the original animated classic or the book. But yeah, it was a good film. And it was cheap, really cheap. So I thought for my Spielberg collection was the right price to get it. And then my favourite Spielberg film, which I just absolutely love, is AI, Artificial Intelligence, with Jude Law and Haley Joel Osment. Fantastic film, very underrated. Written by Stanley Kubrick. I don't know whether he actually wrote it, or I think Steven Spielberg rejigged it, but Stanley Kubrick was originally supposed to do this. Then he passed away, and Steven Spielberg picked it up. And it's just an amazing film, really great film. Had me in tears at the end. Yeah, definitely recommend that one. Then we have a rom-com. These aren't Steven Spielberg films now. 50p in CEX, I think. And it looks like my type of film. It is Love Happens with Aaron Eckhart and Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, I love these types of films. It's got a great cast. It's also got Martin Sheen and Judy Greer. Just looks like my sort of film. Don't know too much about it, but yeah, we'll definitely be checking that one out at some point. And then one based on a true story with Benedict Cumberbatch and Daniel Bruhl. One that I've wanted to watch for a while. I think it was about $150. It looks really interesting. It's based on a true story, and that is The Fifth Estate, about Julian Assange, who was an activist who, I think he went to Russia, and because of he was responsible for the WikiLeaks. And I think he's recently come back. I don't know, I know he was in the news recently. I didn't read exactly for what. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is a fantastic actor, so anything with him in, I'm interested in watching. So yeah, that is The Fifth Estate. Bear with me 2 seconds, I shall be back in a minute. I'm back, right. As I was saying, so that was The Fifth Element. Now, there's two newer ones, well, newer films that I missed when they came out. I think it was 2020 they both came out, but I just missed them for some reason. But they're both ones that I've wanted to check out, and they were really cheap on Amazon. So the first one is Antebellum. I've heard this is a very mixed film. Some people really like it, some people didn't really like it, so I'm definitely intrigued. It stars Janelle Monáe, who I've not seen her in a great deal, but what I have seen her in, I've enjoyed her work. And it's produced by Jordan Peele, so that's always a good thing. So yeah, I'm just interested to check it out to see what it's like. I think it's described as like a horror film, but it looks more like a thriller. I think that's why people didn't like it, because it was advertised as being a horror film when in actual fact it's more of a thriller, which I don't mind at all. I prefer thrillers over horror, so I am looking forward to checking it out. That's Antebellum. And then the other film, which is one I've almost watched several times, but I now have no reason not to watch it, and it was about £3 on Amazon with a slipcover, and that is The Personal History of David Copperfield, directed by Armando Iannucci, who did it's Avenue 5, the one on the spaceship with Hugh Laurie, which I absolutely love, and he did The Death of Stalin, which I really like, The Thick of It, which I've not seen, and In the Loop, which I think is linked to In the Thick of It. Is it The Thick of It? Yeah, The Thick of It. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. It looks like it'll be quite a quirky film. It's got a really good cast. I mean, you've got Dev Patel, Peter Capaldi, Hugh Laurie, Tilda Swinton, Ben Whishaw, loads of great people in it. So yeah, that is one I should hopefully check out soon. And then two more older films, one not too old and one really old. So first we have Lady in the Water, which is an M. Night Shyamalan film. Again, a lot of people don't like this. There are a few people that do like this. I'm in the middle. It was good. It was alright. There were things I liked about it. There were things I didn't like about it. It's a very weird and quirky film. The story was good. I'm not going to go into any more detail because that will be in an upcoming review video. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty decent film. So yeah, that is The Lady in the Water. And then my other back catalogue one It's one that I've been interested in watching for a long time. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard a few people talk about it on YouTube channels recently, and I thought I'll get it and I'll watch it, and that is Harvey with James Stewart. I don't know what Academy Awards it won, but it did win an Academy Award. It looks like Best Supporting Actress, I think, was the one it won its Academy Award for. Yeah, it looks like a good film. 1950, so very, very old. Is it 70, 72? Yeah, 72 years old. So an older film. I've not seen lots of older films, so expand my horizon I will. And then a box set, which, small spoiler alert, I have delved into. I had never seen any of these films before. I've seen the spin-offs, I suppose you can call it. You'll know what I mean when I talk about them. But I've now seen the first 3 of these films, so they will be in upcoming review videos, and that is the Rocky collection. This is the Undisputed collection, which has all 6 films. I've seen the first 3, and of the first 3 I've seen, the first one is a fantastic film, Oscar worthy. I think it did win an Oscar. I think it won Best Picture, if I remember rightly. Second one just builds on the first one, is a really strong sequel, and the third one is my favourite so far. It was just very good, but I'm not going to go into any more detail than that. So I've got 3 more to go, which I'll probably watch over the next week or so. But yeah, I had to get this in the collection because I've been wanting to watch these films for a long time, because I do love the Creed films, and I want to have seen all the Rocky films in time for Creed 3 in November. So yeah, that is the Rocky collection. And then we have 2 German imports, one film I have seen, one film I haven't seen. I shall show you the film I haven't seen first, and that is, sorry for the glare, You've Got Mail with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. I bought Sleepless in Seattle, I want to say just after Christmas. I've still not watched it, but this was the other rom-com they were in together. They were also in Joe versus the Volcano, which I haven't seen yet. Yeah, I've been going to watch this for a long time. I have it on DVD, but I thought it was cheap. It's another one that I know I'm going to enjoy, so I thought I would invest on importing it on Blu-ray. So that is You've Got Mail. Looking forward to watching that. And the other one is a Clint Eastwood film. Very underrated Clint Eastwood film. Really enjoyed this, and it is Richard Jewell. Again, for some reason we never got the Blu-ray release here. It was advertised as getting a Blu-ray release, much like Just Mercy, which I had to import from France. Because I can't remember what film it was, but there was a film that came out, I want to say it was Motherless Brooklyn, and there's actually a leaflet inside that is advertising this and Just Mercy coming soon to Blu-ray, and they never did. So I had to import it because it's a fantastic film, based on a true story. Highly, highly recommend this. It's just a great film and well worth watching. That is Richard Jewell. Then going into my new releases, so these are new releases that have come out in the last month or so, maybe a bit more. First up is Belfast, one of the best films so far this year. Absolutely fantastic film. I rewatched it as soon as I got it on Blu-ray, showed my mum it. She really loved it. Just a fantastic film. It's not too long, and yeah, just a lovely watch overall, and very happy that it came with a slipcover as well. Then we have Joaquin Phoenix's new film, which I've heard really good things about, and it was full price, but I want to watch it because I'm a fan of Joaquin Phoenix, and that is Come On, Come On, an A24 film. I have really started getting into A24 films since watching Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is still my favourite film of the year, although I did watch something last night, spoiler alert, that got close. You could probably guess what that is, because even though this video won't go up until the first day or last day of the month, when this video goes up, the film that I'm talking about will be huge. Not that it already isn't, because it is, but I'm not going to go any babbling anymore. But yeah, Come On, Come On, I've heard good things about, really want to watch, so that would be one that I watch fairly soon. Then we have one that not a lot of people liked, but I just took it for what it was, and I had fun with it. It's okay. It's not a fantastic film, but it's a popcorn film. It's a film I would put on if I just want to have an easy watch, because this director, that's what his films are known for, and that is Moonfall. yeah, as I say, it was good. I enjoyed it when I went to see it at the cinema. I haven't seen Midway yet. I've got that in the drawer, which I will show in an upcoming video. But yeah, this is his best film. Well, not his best film. His most entertaining film, probably since 2012 or White House Down. I really like both of those. But yeah, it's just a popcorn flick. It's not a good film critically, but if you just want to switch your mind off and watch an action film, then you'll probably enjoy it. And then two fairly new releases. I want to say they were last week they came out. But we have Dog with Channing Tatum. Loved this film. Just thought this was a very, very good, just a nice watch, pleasant film. Easy to watch, not too long, really good score. Thomas Newman did the score, who's my favourite composer working at the moment, and yeah, it's just a really, really just sweet film, I would say. So yeah, I can recommend that definitely. And then we have Marry Me, which obviously you know I was going to enjoy because I'm a sucker for a rom-com. And I thought the pairing of Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson was weird but good. It worked. They had good chemistry with each other. And it's just a nice film. Just a nice film to watch. So yeah, that is Marry Me. So that's all the main stuff. So I'm going to go on to something else now. It's a TV series. Not everyone's going to be interested in it. I'll say what it is. It's Doctor Who. So if you're not interested in Doctor Who, by all means stop watching the video here. There's not loads. I'm not going to be talking about them for long because I don't want to bore people, but I did get a lot of Doctor Who because it's one of my favourite series. I actually did get this before they announced David Tennant was coming back, but now they have announced it. One of these series I am definitely going to be going back to. Just get into it. That's the first series. The pile's going to fall down. It's falling down. Season 4 of Doctor Who, Series 4. The best. I think it's the best series of the modern series we've had. That's my opinion. I thought Catherine Tate as Donna Noble, one of the best companions, most comedic companions. She really worked. She really bounced off of David Tennant. And just some of the best episodes in Series 4. It is actually the most watched of the new series. And yeah, I can't wait to dig into some of these episodes again because I say some of them are my favourite episodes. This was the first series that I really started getting into Doctor Who. And yeah, look forward to seeing them come back next year together. But yeah, that's Series 4. And then we also have the specials, which is back to front, which contains, let me see if it says what specials are in here. So we have, is it The Next Doctor? Yeah, which I've only seen once, I think. I'm just checking there's no disc behind there now. Planet of the Dead, which I really like that special. It was an Easter special, I think. Then we got The Waters of Mars, which is actually the only Doctor Who episode I've not seen. So that's one I definitely will need to watch. Of the modern stuff, I've not seen any of the original stuff, which I do need to fix. Then we've got The End of Time, Part 2 and Part 1, which are back to front. Should be seeing him returning as well in the new series. Well, the series is probably just going to be a special, which will be good. But yeah, obviously David Tennant's Swan Song, really good episodes. Yeah, really like a lot of those specials. Just got to try and watch Waters of Mars at some point. And then we have the 5th series, which is Matt Smith's first series. This was when I really got into the jam. I mean, I started watching it Series 4, didn't completely get on board, because I kind of came in probably right at the end of Series 4, started watching it. Then this came and I was hooked. I became a Whovian, not so much nowadays, not with Jodie Whittaker. We'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, love this series, love all of these episodes. I've seen them numerous times. Not quite up there with Series 4, but it's definitely a very good series. And you may be wondering why I've not got Series 1, 2 and 3. purely price reasons. They're about 20 quid each at the moment on eBay or Amazon. I will pull the plug at some point, but not right now. But anyway, next up we have the complete 6th series. Really like this series as well. Another strong series. You've got some great episodes. I mean, The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, probably the highlights from this series. Then obviously it was split into 2 bits. So the second part, I would probably say I really like Night Terrors, purely because it was filmed not far away from me, in a flat block. But yeah, that's series 6. Then we have series 7, which has, again, is split into 2 parts. My favourite from the first part is probably The Angels Take Manhattan, which is Rory and Amy's last episode. And then the second part, I would probably say my favourite episode is The Name of the Doctor, which is the last episode of this series. Yeah, that's series 7. Then we have the Matt Smith specials, which some of them are in with them. I think what's in this, it's got Time of the Doctor, which is on its own. I don't think it's in any of the others. A Christmas Carol, The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, and the Snowman, which I think all 3 of those are in the other 3. But you can't get the Time of the Doctor without these, so got that. I accidentally missed the Day of the Doctor because for some reason I thought it was with this, but it's not, so I've still got to get that. Then we have the 8th series. It steps down a bit. I do like Peter Capaldi. I think he was a good Doctor, but it steps down a bit for Matt Smith. There are some good episodes in this. There are some that I didn't like as much. I did like Mummy on the Orient Express, and I also did like Deep Breath, which was his first episode. Those were the standouts, but yeah, Series 8 was a good series overall. Then we have Last Christmas, which was his first Christmas special. Yeah, it was good. It had Nick Frost in. Can't remember much about it because I've only seen it once. But I remember it being quite good. It's set at Christmas time, so it's always good. Then we have Series 9 Part 1 and 2. I did want to get these together, but I think I already had one of these I bought a long time ago on Blu-ray. So I thought there's not much point getting Series 9, might as well just get the part that I was missing. But yeah, in Part 1, my favourite is probably... I don't know, because Part 1 was quite weak. The one with Davros, which I think is The Magician's Apprentice, is probably my favourite, just because I really like Davros. So yeah, I'd probably say that for that. And then for this one, I'd probably say both the Zygon episodes, because I really like the Zygons. Yeah, so that's Series 9 Part 2. I've not got Series 10, but I have got... It's just specials now. I've not got any other series. That's the last series I've got, because 10, 11, 12 and Flux are all expensive at the moment. So I'm just waiting for them to go down, as I know they eventually will. But we have The Husbands of River Song, which was good. Quite weak, not great, but it was good. Then we have The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Wasn't a big fan of this one. It was okay, but wasn't a huge fan of that one. And then we have Peter Capaldi's final one, Twice Upon a Time, which I did like because you had David Bradley playing the first Doctor, which he played in An Adventure in Space and Time, which is a great, like, I suppose you could call it a film, because it is a film about how they got Doctor Who made. But yeah, yeah, there's that one. And then the only Jodie Whittaker one I got is Resolution, which was her first Christmas special, purely because it was cheap. I'm not in a rush to get any of hers because it's very unlikely I will watch any of them, because I'm just not a fan. This was alright. I think I actually did quite like this one. This was, I'm trying to remember what it was when there was the different, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I did like this one. I think this was the one with the Dalek. I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the one with the Dalek, and I remember really liking this one. But yeah, I'm not in a rush to get 11, 12 or Flux. I will get 10 though, because I did quite like that, because Matt Lucas was in all of that. But yeah, that's my Doctor Who collection, as well as my pickups from the last month. Sorry it went over a bit long. If you have stayed till the end, thank you. Thank you for watching. It's very appreciated. Hopefully next month will be better, because I'm on holiday. The whole video next month though will be quite late. It'll probably be middle of July, because I'm on holiday back to back 2 weeks, so I probably won't have time to film it. I'm gonna schedule this to go up now, put it on, and I'm also going to do my new video, which is a new series I'm going to do going forward once a month. I'm going to film that now, and then once I film that, I'll schedule that to go up as well. And yeah, that'll be it. That's the videos for today. I might get some more done over the weekend. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded onto the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. I bet to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. And that's it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.